Chapter 27. Fit and alterations, the fastest upgrade you're not using enough. Most expensive-looking outfits aren't expensive. They're fitted. In 2026, style is all about proportion, relaxed tailoring, wide-leg pants, longer skirts, intentional volume, cleaner basics, and pieces that look effortless but still controlled. That means fit matters more, not less. A blazer can be oversized and still fit correctly. A trouser can be loose and still have the right hem. A slip dress can feel minimal and still need straps shortened. Alterations are the cheat code because they turn almost into on purpose. You do not need to tailor your entire closet. You need to tailor the pieces you repeat most, the jeans, trousers, blazers, dresses, skirts, coats, and tops that would become automatic if they fit just a little better. The fit mindset shift. Fit is not about size. Fit is not about forcing yourself into a smaller number. Fit is about whether the garment supports the silhouette you want. Ask 3 questions. 1. Does it sit where it should? Shoulders, waist, hip, rise, straps, and hem. 2. Does it move with you? Sitting, walking, reaching, commuting, dancing, living. 3. Does it match the intended vibe? Relaxed should look intentional, not sloppy. Fitted should look smooth, not strained. A piece can be oversized and still have excellent fit. A piece can be technically your size and still be wrong. The tag is only a starting point. Takeaway: fit is a styling tool, not a body judgment. Forward transition: start by testing your clothes in real life, not just in a mirror. The 5-minute at-home fit test. Do this with the shoes, bra, shapewear, or underlayers you would actually wear with the item. Take a quick front and side photo if possible. Photos reveal proportion faster than mirrors. The stand check. Stand naturally, no posing, no pulling, no adjusting. Look for shoulder seams sitting where they are supposed to sit. Waistbands lying flat without digging or floating. Buttons staying closed without strain. Hems hitting at an intentional place. Fabric falling smoothly without twisting. If you keep tugging at the garment while standing still, it will probably annoy you all day. The movement check. Now move. Sit down. Raise both arms. Walk a few steps. Bend slightly. Cross your legs if you normally do. Put your phone, keys, or lip gloss in pockets if the item has them. Watch for pulling, gaping, riding up, twisting, or digging. Clothing that only works when you are perfectly still is not clothing that works. The pinch test. Pinch excess fabric at the waist, back, side seams, thigh, or bust area. If the piece is supposed to be sleek and you can pinch a lot of fabric, it may need taking in. If you cannot pinch anything and see horizontal stress lines, it is probably too tight or too small in a key area. Takeaway: a good fit test includes standing, moving, and styling the item with real-life pieces. Forward transition: once you know what fit feels like, shopping red flags become easier to spot. Fit red flags when shopping. Some fit issues are easy to alter. Others are expensive, complicated, or not worth it. Usually do not buy. Avoid pieces with these problems unless you have a very specific reason and a very good tailor. Shoulders are wrong. Jacket and blazer shoulders are difficult to rebuild. The rise feels uncomfortable. Pants with a wrong crotch or rise rarely become favorites. Armholes cut in or gape badly. This can require major reconstruction. Buttons pull across the bust, waist, or hips. A tiny gap may be fixable, true strain is not. The fabric looks stressed. Shiny pulling, rippling, and visible strain do not look polished. The garment twists on your body. This can signal poor cut or construction. A pattern mismatch bothers you. Plaids, stripes, and prints that look off at seams will still look off later. Possible yes with simple tailoring. No break, clean, sharp, slightly cropped or just touching the shoe. Slight break, a small fold at the front, classic and versatile. Full break or puddle, trend forward and dramatic, but it must look intentional. Wide leg trousers usually need enough length to drape. Straight leg pants often look best with a slight break or clean ankle hit. Cropped pants should hit at a flattering narrow point, not randomly mid-calf unless that is the design. These are usually more manageable. Pants too long. Sleeves too long. Waist slightly loose. Straps too long. Back waist gap on jeans or trousers. A dress that needs a small lift or shaping. A skirt that fits the hip but gaps at the waist. Takeaway, buy for shoulders, rise, fabric, and comfort. Tailor length and small shaping. Forward transition, the highest impact alterations are simple, common, and surprisingly powerful. The alterations with the best payoff. You do not need a complicated tailoring plan. Start with the upgrades that change the whole outfit fast. Pant hems. Pant length controls leg line, shoe balance, and overall polish. This is often the most important alteration you can make. Before hemming, decide which shoes you will wear most with the pants. No break, clean, sharp, slightly cropped or just touching the shoe. Slight break, a small fold at the front, classic and versatile. Full break or puddle, trend forward and dramatic, but it must look intentional. Wide leg trousers usually need enough length to drape. Straight leg pants often look best with a slight break or clean ankle hit. Cropped pants should hit at a flattering narrow point, not randomly mid-calf unless that is the design. Sleeve length. Sleeves are one of the first places people notice fit. Blazer sleeves usually look clean near the wrist bone. Shirts should not swallow your hands. Sweater sleeves can be a little longer for a cozy look, but there is a line between relaxed and messy. Shortening sleeves can make an affordable jacket look sharper immediately. Waist adjustments. Taking in the waist is ideal when the largest area fits but the waist floats. Best candidates. Jeans or trousers that fit hips and thighs but gap at the back waist. Skirts that sit correctly on the hip but are loose at the waist. Dresses that fit bust and hips but need definition. Blazers with good shoulders but too much boxiness. The rule, fit the largest area first, then tailor the smaller area. If pants are too tight in the thigh, taking in the waist will not solve the real problem. Strap shortening. This is tiny but powerful. Slip dresses, camis, tanks, and jumpsuits often fit better when the straps are shortened. Strap length affects neckline placement, bra coverage, armhole gaps, and where the waist seam sits. A half-inch adjustment can make a dress look custom. Small closures and security fixes. Hooks, snaps, button repositioning, and small darts can make clothes feel wearable instead of fussy. If you avoid a top because it gaps, or a dress because the neckline shifts, a small closure may be the difference between never wear and constant repeat. Takeaway, hem, sleeve, waist, strap, and closure fixes give the fastest return. Forward transition, just as important is knowing what not to alter. What not to tailor. Tailoring is powerful, but it is not magic. Do not use alterations to rescue items you never liked in the first place. Usually skip. Major shoulder reconstruction. Pants with a wrong or uncomfortable rise. Pieces that need to go up or down multiple sizes. Very delicate fabrics if the alteration risk is high. Cheap garments where tailoring costs more than the item and you will not wear it often. Items you bought for an imaginary lifestyle. Anything you keep saying you should like but never reach for. A good rule, tailor for refinement, not personality change. If the item already feels like you and only needs a fit upgrade, great. If it feels wrong in style, color, fabric, or vibe, let it go. Takeaway, tailoring works best on pieces that are already close. Forward transition, use simple cost logic so alterations feel practical, not mysterious. Expected costs and when it is worth it. Prices vary by city, fabric, lining, and complexity, but most alterations fall into 3 broad tiers. Lower cost, high-value alterations. These are often the best place to start. Basic pant hems. Simple sleeve shortening. Strap shortening. Taking in a waistband slightly. Adding a snap, hook, or button. These are great for everyday pieces because the cost is usually reasonable and the visual payoff is high. Mid-cost alterations. These require more work. Tapering pants. Taking in a dress through the body. Adjusting lined garments. Replacing zippers. Reshaping a blazer slightly. Worth it if the item is high quality, hard to replace, or part of your regular uniform. Higher cost alterations. These can become expensive quickly. Shoulder reconstruction. Major resizing. Complicated formal wear. Leather, sequins, beading, or delicate specialty fabrics. Coats with heavy lining or structure. Use the cost per wear test. If this fit perfectly, would I wear it at least 20 to 30 times? If yes, alterations often make sense. If no, pause. Takeaway: spend tailoring money on repeat pieces, not panic purchases. Forward transition: the better you communicate, the better your tailor can execute. How to talk to a tailor. A tailor is not inside your head. Be specific, bring the right supporting pieces, and show the result you want. Bring these with you.